Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
Well, hey guys, I'm out on a ride on the V14. It's Friday, a couple days after our big storms that came through Los Angeles. Boy, we had rain solid for a few days. You might have seen, I'll post a link to the video where I was riding the V14 through the rain for about an hour and a half. It's working good today so far. No problems, no bearing issues that I can tell. As you can see, I'm riding down at the bottom of the river now. This was actually had a lot of water in it during the worst part of the storm. Let me slow down or be careful here, going through potential slime. Okay. Yeah, but the center channel, it's got a lot of water in there today. But we're good. We're good for I think maybe a week or two at least before the next rains come in. Nice sunny weather. It's chilly though. I think it's about 60 degrees. I'm comfortable. I'm bundled up. Got my leather jacket. But I'm riding the V14 and I'm taking a ride to Roger's place, his business, and he's going to show me a new charger he has. I don't know what he's calling it, but I think I'm going to call it the Super Charger, not the Smart Charger, and you'll see why when I get there. So we'll see in a little bit when I arrive. Well, I'm approaching Roger's place, and I've been sharing my location with Roger, so he decided to come and keep me company the last mile or two.
Keep you safe.
Hello, Roger.
Hello, Marty.
Thanks for keeping me company the last half a mile or so. I don't know.
Hey, man, look at my new accessory.
Whoa!
Fashionable.
Wow. Where's your shirt?
I never made a shirt. This is actually from a customer of mine that I sent him the stuff, and he surprised me. He sent it over after. So
He doesn't have it. So I'm going to show Roger my shirt. I actually have a shirt, an RC shirt too.
Oh, really?
You didn't see that on my last video? I actually wore it on my video. I was talking about your charging. I had it on my shirt.
I'll have to pay attention next time.
Roger doesn't watch my videos.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with Duff. We got better things to do.
Yeah. All right, let me unpack and then we'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, guys. See my the shirt that Roger didn't even notice.
Really
I've had
cool.
in other videos.
He's a fan of the Roger channel.
With his
Famous YouTube
his
channel.
hat. Oh yeah. I can't wait to every week for the 3-hour video drop.
This is not tofu. This is real carne. It's a lot of things RC could stand for.
Now I know you're not a huge fan of that. You can take the hat off now because otherwise your eyes are in shade and people need to see your beautiful eyes, Roger.
I do appreciate passing along the mystery to Marty's viewers. But yeah, this was a gift from my buddy Casper, who bought a charger from me, and I guess he was pleased as punch and decided to reward me. He actually sent me 2 hats, So
it was really nice. I'd like to know how he did the embroidery.
I could show you. He sent me some videos. It is the real deal.
He's got the good machine.
Yeah. So I don't think this is inside his garage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Enough said.
All right. So we got, wow, this is almost like my workshop where I have a dozen wheels. We're loaded with
a smorgasbord.
Chargers. So just wanted to introduce you to the new goodies that Roger has. That's why I'm coming, besides just coming on a visit. He wanted to show me.
It turned out to be a nice day.
It's kind of cold though.
Yeah,
I'm bundled up.
Nice.
So this is, well, first of all, the charger I love, and I've been using for charging all my wheels now for a couple months, at least, is the Roger Smart Charger. I love this guy. And so he's got an updated version of that. I'll show you. Also, the Roger V4 charger.
Yes, the most archaic of all that I offer now. However, still, if you can get past not having Bluetooth and the cool display, it's probably the most intelligent choice.
Right. I mean, I have the V1 version of this, which it's even more archaic. But what's cool about those, at least mine, I'm not sure how low does this one actually go?
It'll probably. So the thing is, the range on it is not very wide. So if you want to take it down to say 40 volts, then you'll have it maybe from 40 up to 60.
But you can still do.
Yeah.
I get you. But yeah, so if you do have like I still have a 67 volt wheel, though I don't think I need to actually fast charge my M10 But if I wanted to, I can use my V1 charger, or if you have a V4 charger. So I think that's the main benefit of the original V4 that you're still selling.
There's a lot of people with e-bikes and scooters and things that are angling for this, because those are generally going to be the high-end ones, are like 84 volts, and they have gigantic batteries. So they are actually using it at 30 amps.
But I only care about EUCs, so I don't care about those guys. So the original, now, okay, this is cool that apparently Roger is now providing cases. This is awesome with his chargers.
That is the case.
So these are the two. This is updated version of this guy, Smart Charger. And then this is updated version of the V4. And I'll show you that in a second. So let's take a look at the...
So I had one customer that had this charger, and he reached out to me and said, how do I take the cooling fins off? I'm like, they're kind of thermal epoxied on there. You can try. I don't think you're going to have any luck. But I did kind of realize that he's right, and that I didn't need them because I'm not pushing these things up to 18 amps.
Yeah, so formerly, so I've used this plugged into my 240 at home. I've gotten this up to 14 amps because I didn't have a wheel that could go above 14 amps anyway. But you're formally limiting just to 12 amps for reliability issues. And I mean, particularly for something like a Lynx, even at 10, 11 amps at 152 volts, it's a lot of power into a wheel in 1 hour. But anyway, you don't need the fins. So, of course, this has the bumpers, but you can see how much more narrow this is without the fins. So this thing just feels super small. And
svelte sound like a Yiddish word. I don't think it is.
Now let me show you, by the way, so today we're going to be charging the V14. And here's the stock V14 charger, 3 amps.
So I like the...
Look at the difference in this guy, 12 amps, right?
This one is cell phone sized if you go back to the 1980s.
Yeah, there you go. So it's just, it's crazy. And even the V4 charger it is heavier, but still, in terms of volume, These stock chargers are huge.
Okay. You said that's how many amps?
3 amps.
Okay. So last week I was using one of these at 30 amps.
Yeah. So
that is 10 of those.
But yeah, it's just so cool. I mean, coming with a case now, and then the 2 halves. So I like the fact that got all the cables up top here, and these will support basically your S22, realistically 126 volts, 134, 152, 168. What's the actual upper limit on these chargers?
169.
160. Okay,
I
so
wanted to make sure that 69 got in there.
let's hope we're good for a year anyway before Begode comes out with what would be the next one, 190 something probably.
The next thing is maybe going to be in the 170s actually.
Okay, but hopefully 2025. Let's get a break here. The cables have changed just slightly in terms of the configuration now, and you get and each cable set for all the wheels I just mentioned are dual headed, even though you don't necessarily need it for all the wheels.
The
Can't
ET
hurt.
Max needs it.
ET Max, okay.
Because the ET, that's only got 2 active pins inside the plug. Everything else has 4 active pins in the plug.
You're right, because that's the 3-pin guy.
Our highest charging, highest voltage wheel has the most anemic plug out of everything.
I don't know if they think about these things too much. And here's the new. So Roger's calling this the V4 Smart Charger. I'm going to call it the Super Charger. Because
SC. I never said what the SC is, so it's whatever you want it to be.
So that supercharger still works. Yeah. I like supercharger, even though it's a smart charger.
Sexy
but
charger.
Same thing, comes in a case, got all the cables up top. This is the first time I'm seeing this, so it's really cool. Same beautiful look of the smaller.
Wrong one.
Well, I know, but
okay, got it.
They all look the same. But it is a little wider than the smart charger, the supercharger one.
Yeah.
Not by too much, but
so
that's the difference in size. So if you, realistically, like most of my charging needs are satisfied by 10 amps. But if you want to go up to, how much does this one go if you're plugging into 240?
I programmed it up to 25
amps,
amps,
okay.
But it should be able to do 35 amps pretty easy. So if that should be unfryable.
Still, you got to have a modified wheel, by the way, to charge any of our wheels. None of our wheels. The V14 actually, I think, is
16.
It's 16 amps, and I don't think there's any other wheel stock that goes up to 16 amps, which is kind of insane, considering it's V14, a 14 amp 2400. They want to really support super fast charging, yet they give you a 3 amp stock charger. It's kind of funny. So today we're going to charge. To get here. It took about an hour and 15 minutes to get here, and I'm down to 50% battery. So we're going to, by the specs, the V14 can charge up to 16 amps. So we're going to do that and see if actually maybe it goes higher. I don't know. Let's try, right? But this Roger has, and we're going to use a 120 outlet, and Roger has apparently a 20 amp one in this room.
Just because it didn't melt last time.
So, but you were doing 18 amps. We're probably only going to go up to 16 amps. So very cool, Roger.
Let's do it.
All right, Roger. Let's see. So we got this. Now, I've never used this before, so you're going to walk me through it because unlike the regular smart charger that has just one button, this has 3. So let's first.
Okay.
Let's see. So,
I want to trade you ends. Give me the other end.
Well, I'm plugging this first, right?
All right.
So again, what's cool about these chargers versus your stock chargers is with all the cord, you can remove all the cords, which is nice, which is also better than the V4.
Yeah, I didn't
charger.
like that about the V4. But so nice thing for me is wherever I ship this around the world, whatever the plug is, they're going to be good to go. Okay, so I'm going to plug this guy in. You ready?
Yep.
So you hear it rev up just a little bit, then it throttles down a little bit.
So it's not as quiet as a smart charger at low power, but still, it's obviously not.
But we can have a very, reasonable conversation.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's not at all. Gotta realize, guys, when you crank up, like if you're charging at 25 amps, it's just physics. It's gonna have to dissipate heat, so the fan's gonna crank up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now look at the top bar. See the way it's all black across there?
Yeah.
Now I click on this button, and it just turned blue on the end with a Bluetooth symbol. I am now connected to it by Bluetooth.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So I can see that it's set for 168 volts at 25 amps. So that's going to be on the second line there.
So let's say I don't want to use this. I don't want to use the smart
No
app, which is cool.
So now you've got.
Are you still connected? That's okay.
Yeah, it's
we can
fine.
still. All right. So we want to change this to 134.4.
Okay, so there's
What do we do?
up and down arrow and highlight the voltage until it's.
So do I press this first?
Press it. There. Now
Hold.
just press it once.
Oh,
Okay,
press
there
it
we go.
once. Okay.
Now it's highlighted, and then you press when it's highlighted. Now it's highlighted. Hold the middle button down. Okay, now
it's in the middle button.
Now the middle
What's the
button.
bottom one do?
It's just they're both up and down.
Okay.
So you hold it down. Now you can go up and down for voltage. So hold that down for a second. So you're at 160, 50, 40, 30. There you go. Stop. 133. Up one. Nope. Well, you could still do it from there, but.
So this is what I'm not understanding. Up one.
So now you're at 133.
33.
Up is 134.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And now you press the middle again, and you want to go to point
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hold it down, and you're done. Now
So what I didn't understand, guys, is this top one is up, this is bottom, and this is select, basically.
Yes.
Okay. So now I go to switch.
Nope. Up and down to select until it's blue.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
there, and then we want to go.
Now hold the middle button down.
Oh,
I
God.
know this is so complicated. I thought, wow. I won't even need to explain it. But
Well,
I get it.
your smart charger and your regular smart charger, that's real simple.
It's the exact same thing.
This is a little different, but
Pushing the scroll wheel up is up. Pushing
Anyway.
the scroll wheel down is down.
so I've gone to here. Now I would think I want to select it.
So
So if I go up or down, it's going to change.
It'll go away. So don't press anything. So now you're
How do I-
selected on the current.
Right.
Hold the middle button down until you can see it ready to change stuff. There you go.
Now I can use.
Now
Okay,
you go
so
up
now I
and
go.
down.
So we're going to go to 16 amps.
There we go. Now hold it down again. And it is set. You're at 134.4 volts at 16 amps. And
Great.
if I look at my phone app, now I should probably see the same thing.
Hold
Let's
it down
say-
here.
Hmm?
Bring it down here so people
Oh,
can
okay.
see the.
So I go highlight it, and now it's connecting to the charger, 134.4 at 16 amps. And it's pretty easy for me to just type the numbers and hit save, and I'll change it that way.
And by the way, guys, I've used the app on my Android phone, and it's definitely a real nice way to set everything. Plus, you can look at what's going on. So this isn't going to touch the floor, is it?
Yeah,
maybe it will. Barely.
Good.
So this is my,
That was the right one.
yeah.
So this is just an XT60 extension cable. So if you're on a ride with somebody and they leave theirs behind, you should take it because then you could use it as an extension cable.
All right, plug this in.
All right. Now, what I would do different than Marty is I would plug the wheel in first to the cable.
Just because I'm going to do this one at a time.
Yeah, because if you take a long time, then you're pumping
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the current through one. It's not that big a deal. But
And by the way, guys, when I rode this through the rain a few days ago, I did open this up later because this is at the top of the wheel and there's zero moisture in here. So this thing really works good.
So you're saying you got to add your moisture. It doesn't just...
All right, here we go. 16 amps.
All right, I'm going to hold this up for the camera to see.
I assume this is going to slowly ramp up, right?
Yeah, it's got a nice little ramp. Is that the proper focal distance?
Probably.
So it turns on the wheel. 4 amps, 5 amps, 6 amps, 7 amps, 9, 11, 14, 15.9, 16.
Very cool.
Oh, now it bounced back down. 15.8.
Wow. I'm going to call that.
Close enough. 15.9. It'll probably level at 16.
And what time is it?
It is 5 o'clock exactly.
All right, so let's see how long it takes to charge it up to basically, full. Do you want to, just for kicks, change it to 17
Let's see
on your
happens.
phone and see what goes on? Here, bring the phone.
Dun, dun, dun. 17. Save. What does it say? 16.8.
16.8. Whoa. Everything looks good.
Quit on us yet.
Let's go 18, Roger.
Okay. Not your wheel.
No. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it.
Okay, it's at 18, and that is now saying 17.8.
17.8. Guys, this is awesome. Supercharging the V14 at 18 amps stock.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No voltage distribution board bypass majiggers going on. I'm going to check the heat of this cable.
Yeah.
It's feeling good.
Yeah? Nothing's melting down? All right, guys, we'll get back to you as towards the end. See, let you know if anything exciting happened.
I'll get the marshmallows.
Yeah. Okay, guys, just some status here. It's still charging away at 18 amps. Cables are nice and soft.
And those are pretty heavy gauge cables.
Little warm, but actually this is not warm.
I put 12 gauge on those.
These are slightly warm, but the input power is definitely warm in the charger. I've connected up to the app, to the InMotion app. So we can look at the battery stats as it's charging. See, voltage, 131 volts. By the way, we're less than 20 minutes into the charge and we're 80%.
Huh.
We're up 30% in 20 minutes. Voltage, 131 volts. Charge current, 4.5 amps per pack. So you can get all the good status here on because of the smart BMS. So everything's looking good. Big thumbs up to whoever wired Roger's 20 amp outlet, because it probably should have blown the circuit by now, but
The wall might start changing colors soon. But...
So yeah, looks like we might be full. Of course, you can't get fully charged because of the balancing, but we can realistically get up to 90-95% battery charge in probably in 30 minutes.
Yeah, but these chargers are supposed to balance the wheels just fine, so...
Yeah, but to get the last
You
bit,
gotta wait a long
you gotta wait a lot longer. But
Marty doesn't have patience.
as long as we get up to 90, once we unplug it, it gets up to 90-95%, we're good. This is really, you can actually see that 83%, like increases,
Yeah,
it's pretty rapid.
when I put
it's cool.
18 amps into my EX30, you could just kind of watch the voltage
Let's go, yeah.
tick.
It's really cool that,
And what's the temperature of the charger itself?
hand temperature, it's fine. Warm, just warm, but it's not hot. It doesn't get hot at all, no matter how long you leave my hand. So, yeah.
Nobody's frying eggs.
And it's, it's loud, but not, I think it's definitely not as loud as the V1. That V1 is pretty loud with those two fans.
Yeah, they were nice fans. The V3 was louder than the V1.
Well, okay.
And then the V4 was
I'm trying to
quieter
compliment
than
you.
the
I'm
V3.
saying this is a little quieter.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely a good setup here.
17.5, oh, just up to 17.4 amps.
Yeah, and I think you're going to be able to hear the fans ramping down as the current lowers.
Like, I think it just ramped down a little right
heard
now.
that step, yeah.
Oh, it's ramping down now. 16.9, 16.8. I assume that's the BMS.
Yeah, especially since this is still in the 80s.
85. No.
Well, the question is, what is the voltage that the wheel is showing the charger? It says 134.5. So, yeah, of course it's going to be ramping down. So,
Yeah. Yeah, charge current's now 3.9 amps. So BMS is doing its job. Looks good. Yeah, we're at 132 volts. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure you guys in the video can probably hear the charging ramp. It's ramping down. 15.2 amps now.
it's funny. Now it's going slow at 15 amps.
I know. It's hilarious. All right, guys. Well, we're at about 95% charge per the wheel. 30 minutes into it. BMS has been ramping down. Now the output current's about 7 amps. So I think I'm going to cut it. Stop the charging. It looks like it maintained the 18 amps up to in the low 80s before it
pretty quick in there.
yeah. So we've output about 1,000 watts into the wheel, roughly.
Let's see.
It's
Back
probably
to normal almost.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I call that a success. And I'm looking at again, this is the smart.
That just took a big one down.
Yeah, that's still about 7 amps. By the way, so you can hear how relatively quiet it is now. It's definitely gotten quieter. But yeah, the app works cool. You can see. Well, I've shown you this before. You can get all the stats, how much power you've put into the wheel. Okay, guys. Wow, it charged up to 97% in 33 minutes. And interestingly, usually when you disconnect the chargers and it hasn't fully charged, like a fast charger, it drops. Can drop 5%
I
sometimes.
call it reverse voltage sag, and people laugh at me. I think it's an accurate term.
But this one didn't. It was 97%. We unplugged everything and it stayed at 97%. So from 50 to 97% in 33 minutes.
So the InMotion software is intelligent.
Way to go, Roger. So as usual, check out, put a link down below in the description. You can join Roger's Telegram group. You have
OnlyFans.com/Raj Hodge.
How many people in your how many people in your group now? Like 1,200 people?
1,200 something, yeah.
It's insane. Sorry, Roger, but insane. 1,200 people on a fast charger.
It's not just a fast charger. If you have technical questions or anything, go in there. People talk about tires. Everyone's questions in there get answered. We're a bunch of helpful people, and if we don't know, we'll send you somewhere else.
Now that is one cool thing about Roddy. If you don't buy your charger from one of these imitation people. Buy it from the original source. Plus, you get personalized support. Even if Roger can't answer your question, there's a lot of 1,200 people in the group.
Yeah,
so.
About 9 of them are smart.
Okay, with that, guys, I hope you found this video useful, entertaining, and until next time, safe riding.
Later.